All right, your network is your net worth. We've all heard it before. There's just a big problem with that. It's super vague advice. Yeah, so that's where this video comes in. I want to give you 3 tangible steps that if you just implement one of them, you're going to increase the money in the door net worth you got and also really broaden your network. Cool? All right, so just let me put my money where my mouth is. If you're a business owner, hell, if you're just friends with a business owner, then in the comments below, type in the name of that company, who you serve, and how you serve those people. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look through my network and see who could I connect you with that would be a really high value connection for you and or your business. Sweet? So do that now. Type that in right now, and I'll get on with the content. The first way in which you could increase your net worth and your network at the same time is not just about, business isn't just making money or saving money, it's also saving time. Yeah. And so one of the best ways in which we can save time is to partner with people that already have access to the platforms that would serve you. Access to the resources that would otherwise take years for you to create on your own. When you partner with people, oftentimes the partnership, the sum is greater than the individual parts. Let me share this by way of an example. A friend of mine, 10, 12 years, has been creating corporate speaking events. Well, for 6 years, I've been a coach myself and also helping coaches with their businesses. And so we came together and created an offer that otherwise wouldn't exist, helping coaches get corporate speaking events. And that becomes really powerful for coaches like you and I, because if you are a coach, because you don't have to spend all your time DMing people, getting the wrong person on the call that's either got a hidden agenda, they're not interested, or they don't have the money. It also gives you an opportunity to sell one-to-many and also get corporate contracts, which are way, way, way more lucrative than individual sales. Yeah? And so that's something that would have not existed if each of us had stayed our own lane. So the sum is greater than the individual parts. Now, when you do that, it's a joint sale. 2 people come together, sell a product or service, which means also there's a profit share on that. Now, if that's not to your liking, there's another option, which is called white label service. You know what this is, right? Because you've already bought it. If you've ever been sick and you got to the supermarket and you're looking at the medication, you'll see that there's a big name brand and there's also the supermarket brand, usually cheaper than the big name brand, right? You turn it around, you see they have the same exact ingredients. You know why that is? Because the contract manufacturer, I used to work at one, creates the pills and the powders and all that stuff, and they just slap on a label from the company. Yeah, so what they do is they white label their service. Let me give this to you by way of an example. Yeah, your friend who's a business owner who has spent decades learning how to deliver a product, you can just white label that service as if it's your own. You go to market selling that thing for them. Yeah, and they deliver on the back end, covering their costs and a little bit of the profit margin and just putting a little premium on top of that. In my world, I have a friend who is literally one of the most intelligent people I've ever met, a genius if there has ever been one in terms of marketing and prospecting. And this person could take a business owner and help them get really big business contracts. Why or how? Because he can find people online that are searching for particular products and services that are in market, in funnel, using artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all sorts of crazy things that are beyond the scope of this video, and literally fill the sales agent's pipeline with those appointments. Why? Even crazier, he's giving me access to white label that service. So he delivers on all that, and I just sell it if it's in my own. And that is completely ethical and something that I would recommend you do. You get to shave decades off of your own experience. And then, of course, if even that's not to your liking, because in that situation, you're not doing a joint sale as much as you're selling somebody else's product or service, right? So you're just putting a premium on top of what they sell. Now, the third option is one in which, we've all heard it before, referral business. Now here's where people think, this is what referral business is. Your friend has a product or a service, and then you send leads that person's way, and that's the way they make money. And you take a commission off the top. But that, if you really want to be good at this, and there's something called a Tollbooth model that a friend of mine that from the previous example had taught me, and so it's essentially the opportunity for you to just connect people within your network, and you serve as almost a toll booth. And by virtue of that approach, yeah, people are always in a win-win-win situation. Yeah, so the way you do this very, very powerfully, at least the way I do it very powerfully, is putting myself in the shoes of the prospect and also the service provider, the business owner. So I put myself in that person's shoes and I think, okay, what are the opportunities here? What are the challenges here? What is within my world of understanding, and what is something that I can't even see because I'm so in the day-to-day? So you might find, oh, this person's got a challenge here, and this person over here knows how to solve that challenge. Let me put these two people together, and boom, something beautiful happens. Otherwise, it could just be, okay, let me think about who could perhaps be a great partnership for this person. Who could be a great lead for this person or business? Yeah, it's really putting on the cap of opportunity generation. Like, you're always trying to generate opportunities by really thinking through, really having a deep understanding and a deep muscle for listening and speaking to people, connecting and networking with individuals. If you do this, I can promise you, you will increase not just your network, but your individual net worth and the net worth of your business or businesses. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Again, if you haven't done it before, in the comments down below, share the name of that company that either you're in connection with or is your own. And at the same time, share who you serve and how you serve them. And then I'll be in connection with you, and we'll find ways to actually make things something even more valuable for you and your company. So I'll see you in the next video.